Today I'm going to demonstrate how to construct an excavation and a retaining wall in Plaxis in 2D dimensions. Now Plaxis is a fairly straightforward program which can be used to perform geotechnical analysis of deformations and stability of soils structures such as excavations, foundations, embankments, etc. etc. Now, let's get straight to it. Let's go with the title name. Here we go. Excavation and retaining wall. Set up our dimensions here. Go with 80, make that a bit longer. 30, that should be fine. Okay. Now let's draw it out. We'll go on 80 across. 30 upwards, back to the other side, and back down again. Alright. Now, as you know, in soils you don't just get one soil type, so I'm going to demonstrate two in this case. So we'll draw it being over here, top half being clay, bottom half being soil. Now we need to set up our retaining wall, so I think I'm going to put it there, bring it to about this far down, that should be fine. Yep. Now you click on that button, set up the interface, there we go, and then back up again. Okay. Now, as you know, when you do an excavation, you can't do it all at once, depending on the soil type you're working with, the stability of the soil, and the water content as well. The soil tends to slip, so if you do it all in one go, it'd be quite unsafe and you could risk burying yourself in a hole. So we'll go with a few excavation levels here. Let's say every few meters. That should be fine. Put that across. Another one here. And say one more. All right. Okay, now that we've done that, I'll just click on that button there, set that up. Can go ahead and draw on our load. That should be fine. Now for the anchors, you want to press that button. We'll draw an anchor there. We'll draw a second anchor here. Now for our geogrid, you put them right at the end of each anchor. And there you go. Now that we've got it set up the way we want to, we can go ahead and define the materials we're working with. So, soil interfaces. You have a few examples that come with the program. If you'd like to put in your own soil type or your own material, whatever it may be, you can go ahead and press that and put in all the parameters and the characteristics that you'd need. But it's fine with me. I'm just going to go with clay and sand. That's already set up. Now let's change the colour of that clay first, so we'd be able to see it better. Okay, and the sand, let's make that a bit yellowish. That's fine. Alright, now we'll just fill those in, and the rest of it being sand. Let's go and change that colour. It's not too visible. There you go. That's better. Now I've done the soil, we can go ahead and define our wall. For now I'm just going to pick that one, as it's got a similar thickness to the wall I'm thinking of anyway. Should be fine. This can get a bit tricky once you've got it set up. That's fine. Move on to our anchors. Click on the anchor rod, pull it over, drag it, and put it on. Sometimes it does this. It's a bit tricky, a bit stuck. I have to try a few times. Doesn't usually do this. Doesn't usually take this long. Oh, no. There you go. Seems to be working now. Now we've defined those. Depends on the type of excavation you're going for. You can go with a strut, you can go with a pile to support your excavation, but in this scenario I'm going with the anchors. As you can see, the loads on the right side of our wall, our excavation is going to be to the left. So as the load's applied, it's going to it's going to push out, and it's going to try and push the wall out. So I think these anchors up here should be fine, should work well, as they're good in tension. Now don't forget the geogrid. We need to define those. Drag that over, and that one. Okay, apply. Okay, now what can we do here? Now we've defined all our materials, we can go ahead and work on our mesh. Let's go to the global coarseness, medium, generate. There we go. Mesh, fine line. Rotate. All right then. It all seems to be going well so far. Let's go ahead and put our water table. I think I'm just going to put our water table, let's say, same level as our first excavation. Should be fine. Shouldn't be a problem. Generate the water pressure. Okay. Update that. And we do that. Can go ahead and calculate that. Yes, please do save that. Now, let's go ahead and set up our phases here. That's a good thing about Plaxis. You can set up your phases whichever way you'd like, whichever way your construction process is looking, you can set that up. Now let's start with our wall and load. Let's put those in. Go to parameters, define. Okay. Now right here we've got our wall, our load. Let's put in a load of -10. Should be fine. So you can see you put in a negative number as the load's working downwards. Let's just say that's a typical house, you could say. Yeah, typical load. Now, let's update that. So let's go back and now we can move on to the next step. The next step being our first stage of excavation. So I'm going to name that excavation, first excavation. Define, that's our first one. Update, move on to the next one. Let's put in our first anchor. Define that. Adjust process. Let's put that at 120. Okay. Update that. On to the next one. Second excavation. Parameters. On to the next one, which is our second anchor. Yep. Define. Same again. 20. Update that. Now for our third excavation. Define it again. And I'm good with that. Now if we just go over here, select some points. Oops, it's not what I want. Let's try that again. Zoom in this area here. Let's just set up our points at where the anchors meet the wall. Update. Good. Now we can go ahead and calculate it. You can see it working through the stages here. Just all the heavy lifting for you. Let's have a look at the output. Oh, okay. Now, as you can see, that doesn't look too good. Probably put a bit too much load on, but at least you know it does work. Can look at the total displacements down here. Can view the effective stresses. So there's a lot of information at your disposal, and if you want to look at your bending moment diagrams, just go ahead click on that part there. Double click. Here we go. That part of our wall was taken on quite a bit of stress. You can look at the different type of forces. Here's our bending moment diagram. Tells you the maximum bending moment that you get. Shear force and axial. So really there's a lot of information to work with. Now if you'd want to construct any curves, you click this button right here, new chart, open that up, just go ahead, press that one, apply, okay, and you've got all your different types of charts here. there you go.